Hey guys, welcome to another Crew Life video. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe. It helped me out a lot. Also, please put your comment or questions in the comments. The more questions I get, the more I can answer and do more videos to see what you guys are interested in knowing about these things. Thought we'd start today's video with answering some questions, and then we are going to answer Vince's question on cam timing. In this video, we're going to set TDC and set cam timing, and I'll show you how we do that on these things. Parker McGuire asked if we blueprint the crankshafts once we receive them. We do not. These things come ready for us. All the smooth and the profiling and all that is done from the manufacturer with CNC. And we run two different manufacturers, and they do an outstanding job. I can't remember who asked, but another question I got was, do we run the same cam? Yes, we do. Comp Cams makes our camshafts for us. There's a lot of research and development in developing the camshaft that we use in our car, and along with that, there's a lot of time and stuff to get the tune just right for the cam profile. So we don't change that at all. We stick with the same camshaft for the whole season, if not for a few seasons. All right, so let's get busy, and I'll show you how we set TDC and cam timing in a top fuel motor. Okay, when we set TDC first before we do the cam timing, first thing we do is before we put the piston stop on is I'll just rotate I'll put a standard rod and piston in, and I'll rotate it around until I see the piston come out as high as I think it can by eyeball. And then I'll put the pointer on wherever I kind of want it. And then this is splined, the front hub assembly is splined, and what we do is I just kind of set, this is the 0, and I'll put it in line with that, and then slide it on and bolt it into place. That just sets a temporary so that we're close. Then we put the piston stop on, and then I'll move the piston down and set the piston stop to stop it at about 30 degrees before 0. And we'll just set the piston stop at that 0, and set the piston stop, and then you rotate the crankshaft in the opposite direction, and it should come up. When you get it right, it'll come up at 30 exactly on both sides of 0. Now, first time you do it, you might be a few degrees off. So you'll set it at 30, you rotate it the other way, and it'll be at 32, 33. Then you just split that difference with the pointer until it is exactly the same both ways. Readjust the piston stop back to 30. The further away you get from 0, the more accurate you can be. And that's just taking out that dwell when the piston rises and the crankshaft's coming around and the piston stays at TDC for a few degrees. And we want to get dead center of that. And that's why you go 30 degrees on each side or 25 degrees on each side, set your piston stop, rotate it the other way, and you just make sure it is exactly 30 or 25 on each side of TDC, and it'll be perfect. So once you have TDC set, then you can proceed to doing your cam timing. So we have a set of lifters that we put plugs in so that we can read the dial indicator off of them. Drop those down into number 1. And then our piston stop also has a holder for a dial indicator. So you drop your dial indicator in, and then you rotate the camshaft so that the camshaft is, we're on the back side of number 1 lobe. And then once you find that, you 0 the dial indicator on the back side of the lobe. Make sure you have a good 0. Then you bring it around till you're at 50 thousandths of lift. I don't have my glasses on, so that's 50 thousandths of lift. So once that's at 50 thousandths of lift, then you rotate our crankshaft around until we have the crankshaft either advanced or retarded to what we're looking for. So in this case, we're just going to put it at 0 because that's some information we're not going to give out. And then this is the cam gear. So you have a crank gear, an idler gear in there, and then the cam has a hub on it with 11 bolt holes. And we have 11 holes in here, and we have to manually bring this around and keep lining it up with the gear. It's engaged in the idler gear until you come around and the combination works where you can put the bolts in. So you keep moving it around until you find it. And there it is. So then you can put a few bolts in it. We won't put them all in right away. We'll put like 3 in and lock it down, and then You rotate it around and do full revolutions, put backlash on the camshaft, and then check to make sure that you have it at, if in this case we're setting it at 0, that this is at 50 thousandths and this is at 0 with backlash on the camshaft, and then your cam timing is set.